Alright guys, I just want to talk a little bit about touching your dog in public with pets and scratchies. I'm going nice and slow. You can tell she's enjoying it. Keeping my voice even. We're on a little break, so there's nothing around us right now. We did hear some people, some girls, or women, sorry, just kind of get loud earlier. Those ears perked forward and, oh, like I said, and my hands go off right away. You see her lip licking? You're fine. So hands disappear immediately. Get your hands off of your dog if there's any alertness. Now, and then don't touch them again, because you need to practice your timing and what they can handle, what they can't handle. You want to make sure you're not nurturing arousal, okay? But with her, it's a little different. She reacts even when her ears are to the side or pinned back. Ears forward, yes, we always go after that arousal, but that is not the only indication of her being reactive. So for me, it's more about what I hear and what's around me, okay? So if nothing is around me, we're, good breath, good deep breath. We're in a nice quiet area. I can go back to scratches again. But it's not like, oh, the woman passed by and I'm right back to petting my dog again because she's not alert anymore. No. Look at the demeanor of the dog. Look how relaxed she is. Okay, and the person has been gone for at least a minute. No noises except for birds. And so now I can go in and do my petting. But she could see a dog down there at the dog park on the path and be affected by that. Get your hands off your dog. So really read your dog and pay attention to them. Some dogs, they can't even have affection when they're outside because they're too high-strung, too energetic, feeding off of everything. And they're like that genetically. And then also your relationship with them, determines a lot as well. And that could take months to really rehab, diligent daily work. And so some dogs you just don't pet when they're outside because they just feed off of it too much. Doesn't matter how calm you are, and you end up accidentally nurturing a lot of things that you don't want to. And that's okay. When I first got my Border Collie Dusty, he was like that. He's always on the hunt, always working. And so, fine, I don't touch you when you're outside, ever. And we would do some food work for recalls, and he would fly to me, take the food, spin around, or maybe he'd sit or lay down, but he'd be so on edge. And I was like, man, I'm not gonna use food even. I'm not gonna use anything. You just get your butt over here when I say, and we'll work on a long line and then eventually Ecollar. I'll work with you on food inside when you're calmer and less neurotic. And he was worried about people and kids and didn't care about dogs and just looking for critters all the time, looking for things to work off of. And so I didn't touch him outside probably for 3 years. I would try, we'd sit down like this and I would try, and he was just like, he never relaxed. Even now, he very rarely relaxes outside. It's his temperament. And if I had praised that on a regular basis early on, pet him a lot outside, kept using food, kept trying to, get that connection with him, trying to force it, yeah, he might look at me more and give me more eye contact, but he'd also be crazy excitable. And instead, within a year, I had a way calmer dog, just a great companion. So anyway, that's my style. That's what I like, and that's why I'm telling you guys that, because that's how I like to train, and that's what I think is best for a calmer demeanor. I think every dog is different, and I think this is the type of dog that can have very minimal affection, but it has to be very quiet out, very quiet. And she has to be making that calm face. And it's very minimal. She also gets pushy and demanding. She's looking at me right now. She's like, excuse me, I still have itches. So I have to be careful of that too. So anyway, she keeps us on her toes. But I need you to pay attention to your dog. And the cool thing, this happens with her, where let's say I'm in this area, it's nice and calm. And then if a dog walks by, or big men are the biggest ones with her. Big men and kids, groups of kids. One kid, no, but groups of kids making noise. So if that was to happen, if some kids walked by or a very large man, I will pick up the leash pretty close to her neck in case anything happened. I might even stand up if she got really worried, because I got this. And I'm gonna put myself a little here if they're in front of me, and if they're over there, I'm gonna move this way, right? That way I'm in the middle. It's not just to tell her don't even think about reacting. It's also to make her feel comfortable. I got her back. I control the environment. She doesn't have to be so worried anymore, okay? If I shake someone's hand, she is behind me a little bit in a sit with a short but not tight leash, and then I reach out and shake someone's hand, which is something we're gonna be practicing this week. That's why I mention it. But anyway, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I've seen, okay, I'm gonna do one more thing. I've seen the coolest thing with some shepherds, because you guys know I worked with a German Shepherd Rescue for years, and so I would work with these dogs in their homes that they would go to, and a couple of times I saw the coolest thing where people come up to their neighbors and they relax their body language and they go, hi, and they relax their energy. And the German Shepherd ears literally go from, like, you know, they're to the side, kind of, not like this, but they're to the side, and then they go up. Because the owner is no longer present, in control, and handling their crap. I wanted to say the other word. But anyway, they're not handling their environment anymore. And so, so the shepherd goes on alert, because they know that mom is no longer, like, in the mode where she's taking care of things. And then as soon as mom takes over again and is present and like, hey, heel, I got this, the ears go more to the side again. This is crazy how that works. It's something I love about dogs. How they mirror us and what we're doing. They're giving us information all the time. All right, I'm done.